Hey guys, it's Ashley Atkins over from my channel, Ashley Atkins RN, and you're probably wondering why in the world am I on Nurse Bass's channel? This is his channel, he makes his own videos. Well, Nurse Bass and I decided to do a bit of a challenge and come up with some funny nursing questions, and we sent each of our questions to each other, and we are going to answer each other's questions over video, and we have never read these questions before, so that way you can see our true reactions and our true thoughts on the questions. And knowing Nurse Bass, I'm sure that the questions he sent me were hilarious, and I sent him some good ones too, so I hope you guys enjoy his answers and reactions to the questions I sent him. Question number 1, would you rather clean up diarrhea of an incontinent patient or clean up projectile vomit?
I think the vomit, man. I don't know. Yeah, I go with the vomit. Something about having to clean up diarrhea. I don't know. A lot of people, vomit bothers a lot of people, especially projectile. I like your wording, by the way. I go with the vomit.
Question number 2, what is your biggest nursing fear?
My biggest nursing fear. Well, I guess if you talk about your biggest nursing fears, then the logical step would be what's the worst that could happen, and then maybe like a patient passing because of a mistake of yours. But that's not really a realistic fear of mine. I guess my biggest nursing fear is, I don't know, man, not being the best, really. Not being the best I can be, not applying myself to my studies and my constant pursuit of knowledge to try and be able to care for the patients the best that I can. I hold myself to a really high standard, so I guess that would be my biggest nursing fear.
Question number 3, would you rather put in an NG tube or start an IV?
I'm still currently in nursing school, and unfortunately I haven't had the opportunity to do either. So if I was presented with the opportunity, which one would I rather do? I would rather start the IV. Yeah, man, I want the opportunity to do that. I want to be able to try and at least attempt to start an IV. It's a skill that I'm going to need to be able to know how to do whenever I get on the floor, and it's best if I start practicing now. So yeah, IV.
Question number 4, your patient is coding. Which code role would you like to play? Med pushing nurse, CPR nurse, starting a quick IV line, or the defibrillator?
That's a pretty interesting question. I want to be the med pushing nurse. I want to be the one who's having to hang the IV fluids, get those going, vasopressors, whatever the situation is, the reason for the code. Yeah, I want to be pushing the meds, giving the patient what they need in order to try and reverse the situation. I don't know if I necessarily want to do CPR, man. I'd be winded after like 10 minutes. So yeah.
Question number 5, what is your favorite body fluid?
What's your favorite body fluid? I honestly didn't see that coming at all. That's the stupidest question ever. Oh, my favorite body fluid. I don't even feel comfortable answering that. I don't have anything. Oh, man. I don't know, dude. That's the worst question I ever heard. Let's just go with saliva. I don't know. I prefer cleaning up the projectile vomit, so it must be oral secretions.
Question number 6, would you rather have a patient throw up on you or get C. diff diarrhea all over your favorite pair of scrubs?
Yeah, what's up with the diarrhea and the vomiting questions? I would have to go with the vomiting again, man. I can't even get no C. diff on my scrubs. I don't even have a favorite pair of scrubs, first of all. But come on, C. diff diarrhea on the scrubs, period. Nah, son, that's too risky. That's risky business. I would rather have, and first of all, why are we in the patient's room without contact precautions on? I'm just in there being a moron without a gown on. I would rather be thrown up on if I had to, as opposed to getting C. diff diarrhea on my scrubs.
Question number 7, would you rather start a Foley on a male with a large prostate or a female?
I would probably rather start a Foley on a female. Just seems like it'd be easier than dealing with meeting all of that resistance. So yeah, probably start a Foley on a female.
Question number 8, Would you rather take care of a patient who is super smelly or take care of a patient who is very OCD and has a lot of anxiety about being in the hospital and is scared of germs?
That one's easy for me. I would take the smelly patient all day. I don't care if the smell was like god awful. I would rather do that than really have to deal with the overly anxious and fearful patient. Because there's a lot that goes into that, a lot of the therapeutic communication, a lot of extra things that you have to do to try and make the patient feel at ease, as opposed to just enduring a smelly patient. So, yeah.
Question number 9, time for a serious question. Oreos or Chips Ahoy cookies?
That's a very, very serious question, guys. Let's get serious for a minute here. I would say Chips Ahoy.
Question number 10. Would you rather take care of a patient who is pleasantly confused and is constantly getting out of bed, pulling at their IV, and is very forgetful, or would you rather take care of a patient who is alert and oriented but is angry with the world and refuses to talk with you?
I think I would much rather have the patient who is alert and oriented but just pissed off. I mean, that other patient sounds like a train wreck, man. I mean, especially if you got a patient assignment of like 4 or 5 patients, man, and you're going to be spending a lot of time with that patient ripping out IVs and everything else. So yeah, I'll take the patient who's a little bit upset and won't talk to me, but at least I can get stuff done and they're not, tearing the room apart.
Bonus question, who is your favorite nursing YouTuber? And there is only one right answer to this question.
I should have asked you the same question. Of course, it's Ashley Adkins, guys. Come on. You guys need to go subscribe to her if you haven't already, for real. She's putting out great videos. She's lovely. She's got great content for everybody. And she's a boss. So yeah, I highly suggest you do that.
Thank you guys for watching Nurse Bass's video. I hope you enjoyed his reactions and the questions that I asked him. If you guys want to see the questions that Nurse Bass asked me and my answers and reactions to the questions, check out the link below to my video and Nurse Bass will make it pop up, and click on that link. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to Nurse Bass, subscribe to him and leave him some comments in the comments below. Tell him which video you like better. Tell him which question was your favorite. Leave him some love. Bye guys.